It was my birthday recently, and I recently acquired a bunch of fragrances that I've been keeping my eye on and eyeballing for a very long time. Find out what they are coming up. What's going on? It's me, Figgy from Figgy Fragrances again. It was recently my birthday, and I have always wanted specifically these two fragrances for a very, very long time. They've been on my wish list, and I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on them. I found them both for a really, really good price online. Always make sure when you're buying online to have your stuff legit checked, unless you're buying from a manufacturer, of course. I know Cologne Check on Reddit is really, really good, and they have some good people in there. Shout out to the mods at Cologne Check. But anyway, so let's get into this. The first one I want to get into is one that I fell in love with 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago, and it's by Mason Francis Kurkdjian, and it's called Reflects d'Ambre. This one right here. So the notes on this one are amber, hedione, labat. So the notes on this one are amber, hedione, labanum, pink pepper, vanilla, and jasmine. Now, I do want to start off the bat by giving you guys a heads up that this is a very, very feminine leaning fragrance. It is a little unisex, but it is very floral heavy. The jasmine and the pink pepper in this on the opening are very sharp, but once the vanilla and the labanum come in, and it really gives it this super comforting, delicious, almost gourmand type of jasmine vanilla vibe, and it's so good. I'm just gonna spray a tiny bit of it right now because my cat's taking a nap right there off camera, and I don't want to piss her off. Unless you want to see her attack me on video, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, this is just incredible. So if what I have read is correct, in 2013, MFK actually released a fragrance called Ciel de Gum for a shopping mall in Russia. And it was exclusive at the shopping mall in Russia. And this is a reformulation of it. Now, I've never smelled Ciel de Gum. I've heard that kind of smells like a cinnamon hot tamale a little bit. Which the jasmine and the pink pepper in this do give off. So I feel like this is a more modern reformulation of the Ciel de Gum. But that's a very hard fragrance to find, and I don't think I would be able to find one if it is real. Collectors just have them now, but incredible fragrance, jasmine, pink pepper, and this is starting to dry down on the strip now, and I'm starting to get that vanilla, almost gourmandy vibe. Great for the winter, and these of course, all the MFKs are extremely strong. They're extremely well blended. And I think that this is just it's one of my favorite floral fragrances ever made, that's for damn sure. If you want to, give this a try and see if you like it yourself, I would highly recommend getting a sample first before you go out and buy a bottle. You can get this off of MFK's website. I believe they only sell a 70 ml, and the 70 ml is $3.15 on their website. But that's Reflects d'Ambre. The next one is Masculine Pluriel by MFK. Now, Masculine Pluriel is the sexiest barbershop profile DNA I have ever smelled in my entire life. It is a 2015 release, also, of course, MFK. The notes in this are very straightforward and simple. You have akigala wood, lavender, oak moss, and I'm picking up a little bit of bergamot as well. It's a perfect barbershop scent. It's a really nice, like, suit and tie type of business, you're wearing, a nice watch or whatever, type deal. It smells just like a barbershop in France, if you want my honest opinion. And I've smelled other fougères. I've smelled other, like, super, like, highly respected barbershop fragrances, like Halfeti. I've smelled Invasion of the Barbers. And I personally like this one because this one it doesn't punch you in the face too much with that lavender. It's really smooth and it's elegant. It's a very, very well done fragrance, which is why it's been around for such a long time. It's really, really good. And I tend to wear this immediately after the shower, or if I'm dressing up for a special occasion, which is rare. I would absolutely put this on if it's warmer outside. You can pull this off in the winter, but definitely I would think you would need to spray just a little bit more of this. The longevity on this specific fragrance, I believe, is anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. Then it really starts to dissipate and it just kind of smells like woods on you. But yeah, so that is the second pickup for my birthday. That's Masculine Pluriel by MFK. Now the other two, this is from a different dupe house. This is not Montaigne for once. This is actually the Dua brand. And so I got these for my birthday. This one here is called Mystical Amulet of Blue. This is their take on Blue Talisman, and I have thoughts about this. And then this is Tie of Black, and this is their take on Black Tie by Celine. So I'm gonna get into Blue Talisman first because this one is something else. So let me just do a little pep right there. Oh my God, man. So the thing with Blue Talisman, all of the Middle Eastern fragrances that I have smelled, and I've had Maison Aurore Legacy, I've tried Blue BLU Talisman by Montaigne, I've tried various other Middle Eastern fragrances. They always were missing the pear component. The pear component wasn't right, and the woods would come out too much, and it would give it like this smokiness that didn't smell like the original that I loved so much. And this Dua absolutely nailed it. They got the pear absolutely perfect. I don't know how they did it, especially for how cheap these are. The pear in this is absolutely perfect. These are also X straight strength as well, which is crazy. So it's like I got Blue Talisman X straight, but it smells like the original. So it gives you more flexibility if you don't like the X straight that Ex Nihilo came out with, which is like a more woodier, pepperier version of Blue Talisman. Not my cup of tea really. But this is an X straight version, so the longevity on this is like 12 hours. I'm not even joking. It's the juice in this is almost oil-like that's how good and concentrated this stuff is, which is why it's such a small bottle, because these small bottles will last you a hell of a long time. But they absolutely nailed the pear in this. It's an incredible fragrance, and I am extremely happy with this purchase. The other one here is Black Tie. Let me get another strip. There we go. So Black Tie by Celine came out a few years ago. I think it came out in their original set of fragrances. This fragrance is very similar to Dior Homme Intense. If you've ever smelled that, if you haven't, go smell it. Dior Homme Intense is one of the best perfumes of all time. However, the Celine version of it is a more creamier modern take. That's a little bit more appealing to me. Over time, Dior had changed their formulations with their fragrances like they normally do. So there's, the 2011 to 2017 Dior Homme Intense. Those were like the gold standard ones. Like those are the ones you wanted to get because they were so good. And then in 2022 and then again in 2026, they released the fragrance with a new formulation because of regulations and laws in the European Union. And they had to tinker with the formula, and it ended up not being as good as the original. This is just as good to me as the original, but it's a little bit more modern. So it's the iris is a lot more present, and it's a lot more creamy in this. And there's also a much more elevated presence of musks, like a powdery musk and vanilla. And this stuff is just a killer in the winter. I just got this, so it is still, getting its act together, and it's going to get better over time with these fragrances, especially these X-straight ones. They need a little bit of time to concentrate. When I first sprayed this, all I got was alcohol, and then I just brought this outside, gave it like 3 sprays, shook it up real quick, put it in a closet, and then like 2 days later, it was great. And it's still great, and it's getting better every time I spray it. But yeah, so Celine Black Tie or Tie of Black by the Duo brand is the last pickup I got for my birthday. Incredible fragrance. Again, both of these will last you 10 to 12 hours easily. These are both extrait concentration. And you know, for the price, these ones were this one was $43 and this one was $35. Huge savings compared to what the originals, especially Celine. Celine's like a high-end luxury brand. Their bottles cost a lot of money. And then of course, everybody knows what Blue Talisman costs on the resale market. So great value here as well. If you're interested in picking these up, I do not know if they're available. The Duo brand is a very, very popular company. They do restocks every Friday, I believe, at 3 p.m. And they do promotions, generally new promotions every Friday. And then for the holidays, they have like really, really steep discounts. So I actually got these on their Memorial Day sale. And so I think I got like a 38% discount on both of these, which is really nice. Yeah, so that's the review. So that's the 4 pickups I got for my birthday. I've been really rocking with these 2 here because of the weather, but when it starts getting cooler out, I'm definitely going to be rocking these 2 a lot. So yeah, that's the video of my birthday haul. I don't have much else on my get list. But if you want to see anything, or you want me to review anything or pick anything up from, you know, the Duo brand, or, you know, Montaigne or anything, you want me to compare anything, please leave a comment. And as always, please like and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And until next time, we'll see ya. Salute.